of the few projects are like, oh, now we're talking. Here we go. You got a RSI that's just hit fucking year highs, basically, except for ones. IOTA. So who knows where the range high is? Would it be there? Want most pivot points, you know. Look, neaten it up a bit. Messy. Touch, bang, boom. Pretty ugly. Pretty fucking ugly range. It's a lot bigger as well too, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. That looks just like another lower high. It's a good risk to reward. That is extremely hidden bearish divergence. So lower high looks like potentially getting made. I'm probably going to show this. As soon as the stream ends, this is a daily chart, so you got time. Let's see if we can get the 5x on it. What's the... Oh, yeah. Look at this shit. Ages away. Where's IOTA? I fucking do this shit again. I've done it a fucking million times. I heard you say. I heard you say. I heard you say. I heard you say. There is finance. Now I'm fucking pissed. Nah. Where's the fucking... Here we go. There it is. One day. Oh, and it's got some open interest too. Yes. Look at this shit. See that shit? See how that was rising so heavily in May? And look what happened at the top. Corked cunt. What, Big green, big green, big. That's a fucking... That was a, what is it? Long shot. See, the funding rate acts differently with these altcoins too, mind you, you know. Like, there's the short squeeze, heavily short. And then as soon as you get one flash of green, that's enough. There's not a whole lot to report on the old funding rate, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we got any liquidations. But that open interest is climbing. Few liquidations. Heard you say, I heard you say. Few licks on the shorts, see that? Boom, green bar, boom, green bar. It's probably got honestly, it's probably got another big leg in it to get above this. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm going to look into this more. I'm going to look into this more. I'd love to see like a heavily green funding rate. It's trending up though. This is the hourly chart. See, look, it's just basically been up the whole time. So I'd like to see a little bit of deviation. We can zoom in. What's the stochastic look like? Oh. IOTA. Anyone else remember IOTA? What's going on with the tunes, dude? Man, like there'll be so many stop losses above here too. See, like comes up, heaps of shorts here, and then bang, hits all your stops. Comes down, goes just below where all those stops are. It's just like stop hunting everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes and just wakes up above here. It'd be such a good entry. I'm just gonna zoom in. I'm gonna sit on this one a little bit. Like, know what I mean? Da, da. I want to close. Homeless. Breakdown would be nice if it's not just one big red candle, which I fucking almost guarantee that it will be. Catch it on a 4-hour candle close would be nice, crossing to the downside. Alright, so there you go. That's the number one candidate right now is an IOTA short. All right, here we have a trade from last Friday's screen share. We were on the money by the looks of the 3 trades that we took or set alerts for that night because on IOTA, we said we want to see it break below this clear channel. That couldn't be any more easier than that. Breakdown, maybe a retest, maybe not. When I saw this hammer and then the close, I was just watching it. So after it set the alert off, just watching it closely, seeing if we get a bit of price action above this line. That's why I set this alert line as well, because I want to know if it went over it or not, and it didn't. I gave it a bit of a time. I could just see that there was not enough buying power to get back over there and retest the top of that channel. So I just entered here. So flick over. I entered on my mobile phone. So like I say, if anybody says don't trade on your phone, that's because they've probably got discipline issues or they're erratic and they just can't help but like full slide the lever over to 100x and just fucking send it. So if you don't have problems, then the Bybit app is fine to manage and put on trades if your alerts go off. That's the only time I really use it, if alerts go off. The alerts that I set when I do proper analysis, if they go off, then I can just take action on the phone. So we entered here. We set the stop loss up here. The stop loss dictated that we could only use 5x leverage. You'll see over here, 5.5x leverage. That was because of how far the stop loss was. So 18% is pretty much 5.5x leverage. So, 18 times 5.5, pretty much get 100% of the position. 18 times, you know what I mean? So you do a bit of quick math. Here, so where do we want the take profit? We will have to set an alert now because we can drag this down. I like the range lows, that's where we drew this big parallel range, these 2 big red long horizontal marks here. That's where we like it. So that's where we will take a profit. 1550. I'm going to set an order for this one. So it'll be close. We'll do 75% at, I'll go to limit, sorry. 75% at 0.1550. And that'll be a closed short order. So when it goes down to 1550 down here, which I think it will reach that very easily, I usually do 70%. I might actually drop this down a little bit just for practice. What was 70%? It'd be about 2,000. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm just mucking around with $100 to show you different possibilities, different scenarios. So we go close short, add that, and it'll put that in here. Once that happens, I'll get an alert to my phone, obviously. It's hooked up to TradingView, and then it'll tell us that the order was hit, and then we can bring the stop loss down to break even, and then we'll put another take profit order in, most likely around here, down this other liquidity area right here, and we'll take that other 30% right off. So GG, I'll see you soon.
Alright, here we are now after just over a week has passed. Our entry on IOTA was here. At the break of our alert that was triggered, we had one take profit, a big take profit at this horizontal line set here. So the way that we work, we talk, we have a set take profit usually around 70%, and then the next 30% or around thereabouts is up for our discretion. So whether we want to keep it going, we just monitor the trade, take it out right then and there, depends. So I do 70%, around about 70% by the books. Take it when the alert's set or when the buy order gets filled, sell order gets filled, and then the rest of it you leave it up to your imagination. So I believe it's a good compromise doing it that way. And on IOTA, we took 70% there automatically, and now it's down here, and you can see you drag this along here, and it's down into this liquidity area. But looking, you could easily ride it and look for lower lows, and completely just chase the trade. See, just continue the trend, but also it's like this trend has been going on for a long time. Definitely could continue. It's been going on forever, right? There's a good short up here. It was a good short, but the truth of the matter is, one, these are some quite seriously strong buy wicks here. Boom, boom on the daily chart. As you can see, big buy wicks. Sometimes they're followed by large price movement to the upside, and then also I just want to get a movie out of one of these videos out because, you know, content, right? So we'll take some profit here, we'll close the trade off, we'll take the last bit of profit. So we flick over here, you can see on the buy bit we used $100. Just trying to relate to whoever, just try to show that you can still have a good time trading just with $100 USDT using the stablecoin USDT. So you can see the S there was when we took the sell, when it broke down, started breaking down that extremely neat channel, and then we shorted here, and then the buy order got hit here, and now not much further down, we're ready to take some at 78% profit, which, you know, it's not too bad. We didn't double our money. It's not the risk reward that people want to talk about, but I don't give a single fuck. So now for this, we can do either a limit order or a market order. Market just to speed it up for you, but limit, if I was to do a limit, I would click, so it's buy, so we shorted, so now we have to buy it back to lock in profit. So if I wanted to do a limit one with low fees, if you're doing large leverage, you're going to get smashed by fees. We just used 5.5x leverage to get 78% or thereabouts. You know, we used $100, so it'll end up being 26 plus 33, which will be about 60%. So to do a limit buyback close, so you go close a position, limit, we would go buy at that price, and then 100% of what remains, which is 1,100 quantities at 1,100 shares of IOTA or coins of IOTA, and that's what comes up there. Only lets you do what you've got, and then you would click close long, close short, sorry, and it will come up as an order here. You'll see it here. I see the little dot that's popped up, and you need that to get filled. So it doesn't really matter for me right now because the fees are going to be very, very small because it's low leverage and it's a very low position as well, right? It's just $100, so the fees might only be $1 or something, or $2 for market ordering. But if you got like a 100x Bitcoin trade, you're going to get smacked with like $50 fees or however much you're using. So huge amounts. So I'm just going to cancel that. Where are we? Or maybe we could just mark it on top. I'll see. No, you can't because it's current order. I want to show we got here. These are this is another trade we've got. We just cancel that order there. Cancel. And then go back to positions. Now that's cancelled. We can just mark it order. So market's just instant. So close short. Bang. There you go. Entire order has been filled. And there is the end of that. So sold here, shorted here, bet it was going to go down further, and now we locked in profit here, the big one, when it got to the bottom of this range area here. This broke down below, and then we just finished the trade here when it comes into this liquidity area, which is good for us. We're happy about that, not complaining, and we can get a video out. So peace and love. We'll see you in the next one.